Viewers of this video, welcome back to Astroneer. I I promise I meant to record this video right after the previous one, but I didn't. So here we are, with me now wondering what I was doing last time. First off, I'm claiming that, obviously. That's a free 500 bytes. I think what I was gonna do is I was about to work on getting a rocket to go to space. Probably. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna do the smart thing. I'm gonna go watch my own video and find out. Okay, so after a quick bit of research, I have learned that what I was going to do is, um, something. I may or may not have actually said what we were gonna do in this episode. Maybe that's why I never recorded this. What do we have in here? Okay, well we have that I could get started. I have this that I could claim, but I want to actually save that for a different planet. For reasons. For right now, though... no, I'm not gonna start that stuff yet. What am I gonna do? Well, first I'm gonna get my research going. That would be smart. Because that's kind of just been sitting there while I was actively doing the other thing and not researching. Yeah. Okay. I'll be back before I say another 30 times before doing anything. Ooh, here's how we can start. Okay. Boost mod. Let's unlock that. Let's take this bit of zinc. Let's find the boost mod in here. There we go. Take that off of there. Let that slot. I'm going to go ahead and keep it there for now because I might as well. And now I can claim soil centrifuge. Yay! Now I can do something with my soil instead of just turning it into soil. First things first, it needs to be on a platform. And second things second, it needs soil. So let's see what else I can get from this deposit. Let's turn off the drill. There we go. Save a little bit of power at least. And... is that 2 full canisters? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Now what I can do is I can turn these 2 canisters of soil into compound. Why do I need to make more compound when I already have 2 compound right here? Well, it's quite simple, really. The large printer needs 3. What's 3 minus 2? It certainly isn't 0. I forgot that I found that. I don't even remember finding... wait, hold on. Where did I find that? Where would I have found that this early? See, this is the problem with recording a video on a game and then not playing the game again for, what was it, 3 months or something? I think the last video went up in April. Hold on, I'm gonna fact check myself real quick. April 1st. You know, I'm starting to see a lot of reasons why this video never got recorded until now. First I upload on April Fools, and April Fools myself with a new series. Then I just don't leave any kind of indication on what's going to happen in the next episode, and I just... Listen, alright? I promise I have a valid excuse, and that excuse is... hey look, a bunch of resin. You know, maybe instead of watching my previous video to figure out what I was going to do in this video, maybe, just maybe, I should have figured out which resource I should have made with the soil centrifuge. Because, there's a lot of compound around here, but there sure ain't a lot of resin. Anyways, get that mounted up there, and then let's start another stacked platform. Because, as you might be able to tell, I need more platforms. Let's make some more resin. Give me back my canisters, please. I think I'm also going to go ahead and make a small battery for myself. And that can live on the terrain tool instead of the canisters. There we go. Oh, right. This is a thing that's running right now. So... Yeah. Okay, then. Another time. We'll come back to that. For now, though, I have a platform to set up. Also going to start printing another one. Just so that I have it ready to go. And then let's also start up another medium storage. I need to get some printer plinths. Or print filters. That one. That's the one. The plinths are a creative mode thing that would let me cheat. And I don't want to cheat. That would be cheating. Go ahead and put this platform somewhere right around here. See, now we play the game of alignment. Is that good enough, actually? Hold on. You know what? I think we can call that good enough. Okay, well that was easier than I thought it would be. Plug that in. We'll go ahead and move the centrifuge to this platform. Put it on top. Same with this. Because that's usually what I do, is I usually put the operating stuff on top so that I have easy access to the storage below. With nothing in the way. Put that there. This can come back to here. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw this up here and make that the research platform for now. There we go. Like that a little bit better. Okay, and then this platform can just kind of live here for now. I didn't want to put down a tether. Okay, next. One of the things in here is to print a tractor. And then, of course, there's also the parts unknown, but that needs a bunch of other stuff. Which, you know what? Okay, we have a plan. We are going to do the tractor thing. And then we're going to do this. We'll get that stuff going. And then possibly be prepared enough to do space stuff. Either this time or next time. We'll see. I'll probably at least get that stuff set up and then go to space next time, but it's all gonna depend on timing. Have I even unlocked the tractor? I don't think I probably haven't even unlocked the tractor, have I? No, I have not. I have now, though. Tractor, and then in here, tractor. 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 Claim this. That'll get me one trailer to go with my one tractor. Pro tip, never run a tractor on its own. Always give it at least one trailer. The reason being stability. Because this thing sucks on its own. Also, my ability to keep up with the research chamber sucks. You know, I almost ran off to go get more stuff for the research chamber. But, I think we can do something that'll make that a little bit easier, you know? Do I have the small wind turbine unlocked? Probably don't. Is it in this section? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Why would it be in that section? It should be in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Small wind turbine. Give me that ceramic, and then... Where is it? Small wind turbine. Let's go ahead and get that going. And there's a reason I want that small wind turbine. Put that right there, and then turbine on the tractor. That, on Silva at the very least, is enough to keep this practice. I can't speak today. Then again, I did also wake up at 2:30 in the afternoon and started recording at 8 in the morning. So, you know. Anyway, that one small wind turbine is enough to just keep this tractor powered. At least for the most part. I will still run out of power, like, once in a blue moon, but, again, that's once in a blue moon. It's, you basically almost never run out of power with just a small wind turbine on the front of a tractor on this planet, at the very least. I am going to claim this. And I'm going to put that on my backpack, and then I am going to get in the tractor, and I'm going to start driving to that mountain. And the reason I am driving to this mountain is very simple. Kind of. It's simple, but it's also convoluted, if that makes sense. Let me explain just a little bit. See, this thing that I have on my back here, this strange object, what it's going to do is it's going to summon a bit of space wreckage. And that bit of space wreckage is very special, for reasons that shall be unveiled shortly. For now, though, I want to get a good place to put it. And what I want to do is I want to put it in these mountains. Mostly because it's a space wreck and I don't want it next to my base. Or really super visible. And also, it's kind of cool to, have a big old space wreck up in the mountains. So, let's just put this right around here somewhere. Here, maybe? Hold on. Let's just do that. And then, we'll just go and just... come on. Angles, man. Angles are the worst in this game sometimes. Come on. You know what? Good enough. Space wreck. Come on, get in the tractor. Thank you. There we go. I'm not going to suffocate. Breath of fresh air, you're telling me. Alright, so, this big ol' space wreck here, comes with an oxygenator. And it's giving me oxygen now, because I put the oxygenator in the oxygenator slot. Now I believe it needs power, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed. Now I can press this button. And that kicks off a whole thing. I will probably have just a whole separate thing where I go and read through all of these in one go, and then upload that as a little bonus thing. For now, though, I'm just going to play the game. Anyways, speaking of playing the game, I am going to dig all of this out just a little bit. Because right now, this area is not very accessible. And while that was kind of the point, I would like to be able to get the tractor up here. I want just a nice little small pathway, Something like a nice little mountain road. Because it's a mountain. And that makes sense. It's a road that's on a mountain. It's, Okay, now that I have this done, nice little mountain pathway, I'm going to explain what I need to do with that. I need to go find shells. Because that is that's a snail research thing. Space station, biolab, whatever. And it has snails. It has space snails. Galastropods, if you will. And they have some very useful benefits. Some of them, at least. Others are a little less useful, such as the one for Silva. We'll get to that when we get to that, but for now, shells. 5 of them. Yay! Also these 2 research items. These are coming with me, along with that other one I picked up. Back to base, which is just right over here. Okay, let's get the research going again. That is the most important thing here. And then I need to get into this mission log over here. I can claim that. I can claim that. I can claim that. I can claim that. And I can claim that. There we go. Okay. Oxygen filters. I'll take those for now, I guess. Power cells can go there. This thing needs a bunch of things. It needs soil, zinc, and a bounce vine seed. Now, I have soil. I know where to get bounce vine seeds. And I already used all of my zinc. Good thing there's an easy solution to that problem. And just like that, I have a full pallet of zinc. I have a pallet of zinc. At the very least, soon to be. Okay, zinc goes in the terrarium, and then I need a bounce vine seed and soil. I just put all of my soil into the centrifuge because I am stupid. But that's okay, because I can just... I'll be getting soil when I go dig up a bounce vine. I just need to find a bounce vine. And I'm pretty sure there is at least one just up here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Turn on the drill for that. Nope, okay. I just get the thing anyway. I'm going to take the seed, and I'm going to take that research sample. And also an extra seed, because I'll need that for later. I do need a full canister of soil, but where did that thing go? There it is. Okay, give. Thank you. Put that in the chamber and get a whole bunch of extra bites out of it, rather than just scanning it. Because that's how those work. And full canister of soil. Okay, you go in there. Hey, don't throw my Okay. Fine, I didn't want that canister anyway. That canister was dumb and stupid. It didn't work correctly, and it's dumb, and I hate it, and it's stupid, and I'm glad it's gone, because I didn't need it anyway. Okay, now we got that done. Claimed this horn, and then I need to use this horn on the terrarium, and then this happens. Look at your little guy. Isn't he cute? Isn't he just adorable? Look at him. Just look at your little guy. Isn't he cute? Isn't he just a cute little guy? He's just a little guy. Isn't he cute? Where'd he go? There he is. There's the cute little guy. And then I put this right here. And he's mine forever. You shall never escape your prison. New home. You'll be safe in your new home, little guy. Thank you for your service. Now I just stick a battery on there. This thing charge again. There we go. Okay, and then I can have my battery back, and I can press the button. And there we go. And now we've got the next 2 snails that we can go get. Those aren't going to be happening right now, though. Those are both going to be happening in very different videos. But we'll get to them when we get to them. For now... Yeah, I just did a whole bit, and it was funny, and it wasn't recorded because apparently I can't press buttons when I need to. Anyways, Galastropod care. I had a thing, a seed, Galastropod, and Rippy glows. Yeah. UTRTG. Infinite power for free on my backpack. No more need for small battery. Yay! I'm just gonna put these here. And then now that I have that done, Kind of only one thing left to do, really. The progression. We're gonna go in here, and we're gonna get that, and then I'm gonna take these 2 pieces of aluminum I brought up earlier that I didn't actually mean to bring up, but I did anyway, and we're gonna start printing a small shuttle. And then I'm gonna go in here and use the soil that I put in earlier to make ammonium. Because what I can do with ammonium is I can go into here and unlock that, and then once the ammonium's done, I can print it. And then I'll have a small solid fuel thruster. And we'll be cooking with ammonium. And all I gotta do is, for this, is I just gotta unbox the shuttle, and then put the thruster on it, and then steal the oxygenator from here and put that on the ship, and then put it back, and then this is done. Simple. Give me that, and then give me that, and then start printing that, and there we go. And now, I actually need to go down, and I need to go get more aluminum. Okay, and then aluminum go there, and get smelted. And while that's smelting, I can do these dumb things. We'll unpack that. We'll put, you know what, sure, whatever. That works, I guess. And then I just need the thruster, and it goes right there. Mission complete. Now the shuttle's just gonna sit... Actually, it's not gonna sit there because then weird things happen when I claim stuff. So now we have ready to collect another QTRTG, a fuel shelter, field shelter, and a solid fuel thruster, not a solid field thruster. And then we've also got a new mission: place a shelter on another planet and a landing pad on another planet. Those are both pretty easy to do because the field shelter counts, and landing pads are cheap, believe it or not. All they need is 1 aluminum and 2 ceramic. Simple. Now, at this point, you might be wondering where the catch is with all that. And the neat thing is, there isn't one. Except there is, because I have to make a whole bunch of stuff so that I can go to another planet without having absolutely nothing on that other planet. And then I gotta do a bunch of things to do a bunch of things and get a bunch of things. And then I can make a landing pad and then claim the other mission and then set up the field shelter and have free power that way. And yeah, speaking of power, there's not really a lot I can do about this situation. I can turn on the old generator and put my QTRTG on here. I could hook up the tractor and drain its battery, but I don't really want to. Just need to let the centrifuge finish, and then I can turn the generator off for now. A little bit longer. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, and then I can take 2 of these, and I can make 1 of these. Oh, right. I can also do this, and this should speed things up a little bit for me. And I'll need those for the next thing. There we go. Okay, and then leave that there. 1, 2, and tractor, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, go there. I need to get more compound. Oh look, vast quantities of compound. Isn't that convenient? And by vast quantities, I mean enough for there to be plenty more left behind while I grab the 1 singular compound I actually need. Anyways, tractor. And then trailer. And we're going to make 3 of those trailers. So that's going to go there. And then Trailer. That one, yes. Can bring that over here, and then make another trailer. Then I'll want this and that, because I'm going to make a medium wind turbine. Where did I find clay again? I definitely didn't make it, because I had the ceramic before I... where did I get clay from? I'm actually not sure where I got the clay from. Probably at the end of that tether line, somewhere. I have no idea. Medium wind turbine. There we go. And then trailer go there. And I go figure out where clay at, because now I need clay. Thankfully, I also have tractor. Aha, clay. That tether line must have been for scrap then, because this got completely ignored. I'm really hoping that tether line was just for scrap and that I didn't actually need it for clay. Because if I needed it for clay, oh boy. I feel sorry for myself last video if that's what I missed while looking for clay. Anyways, I am just gonna grab a whole bunch of this. And by a whole bunch, I mean like 7 pieces, I think. Let's make it 8. Why not? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 8. One more. There we go. Okay, we're back to base.